Shalom, shalom. It's your favorite Aki. Just got finished mowing the grass. Give you an update. It's been a few weeks since I've been on. So, one of the updates is got a dog now. He's going to get in the water. It's down a little bit. But while he drink, update on the grass. Still coming a long way. Still got some patches I'm working with. That is, it's not going to be an overnight process. It's a process. It's a marathon to get to where you need to go. Still been pruning some trees. I got to go back and do some weed whacking and stuff of that nature. I see the fountain is clearing up a lot of the algae, but since the water is down, it's coming a little more on the edge. So I just try to replug it up to get it up a little higher. I'll show you some of the grass over here where I put the seed down. I think I'm gonna go to the store to get some more seed after I conclude this video. But it's making progress. It's making progress. Gabor. That's his name, Gabor. That's warrior in Hebrew. Gabor, come here. Come here, boy. Sit. Sit. No. Sit. Sit. Eat. Work with him. He's 8 weeks. Had him about 2 weeks. So second week with him. But give you more of a update over here. Still get some grass and stuff over here. I can see this was the path. Some of it is growing and others of it is not. So I'm gonna go get some more seed. And I don't know if you can see it. Some grass is growing in there, but it's still got a lot more to do. There's been a lot of progress made over on this path. Still got some in the entryway that still need to be done, but it's coming. I want to get all this covered up, so I'm gonna go get some more seed to fill it in. But from this view, you can see that a lot of it has come in, so it's just a matter of getting this last little patch done. But not only to give you an update on the video, but also just your word of encouragement for today, for this week is embrace being one of one. And what I mean by being one of one, you want to embrace just being yourself. A lot of times people want you to conform to what they want you to be, or they want you to adjust, or they have a preference of personalities and yours might be outside of their preference. But you got to get to a point in your life where you adjust to who the Most High has created you to be. And everybody's different. And you can tell that through the strands of DNA, because even siblings, people who are grown up in the same house, are completely different. They have different personalities, they have different likes and dislikes. So if you can grow up in the same house as someone and be different, imagine what it's like with friends, with co-workers, with people you meet. You are authentically you. And that's what I want to encourage people, each of you, to be, is authentically you. And that doesn't mean or give you a license to continue to be less than who you've been called to be, or to mature and develop into the highest version of you. That's your marathon in itself, is to continue to work on your weaknesses, develop your strengths, and then get to a point where you are reaching the highest version of yourself. But only you can place you there. Can't no one else do that for you. You have to do the internal work. It's a heart issue. I have a saying that heart work is the hard work, and you have to work hard on your heart. You got to ensure that you are putting in the necessary work to become the best version of yourself. Because if you're not going to be the best version of yourself, someone is going to create a reality for you that suits them. And that reality that suits them may not be the highest version of you. So you got to get to a point in life where it's okay to stand out. You don't need to fit in everywhere you go. And nor is it necessary for you to fit in everywhere you go. Matter of fact, I think if you are fitting in everywhere you go, then somebody is compromising who they are. If you never had a conflict, and I'm not advocating being at odds with somebody for the sake of being at odds with somebody, but what I am saying is that if everything is smooth in your life, then you're probably not at your highest potential, because your highest potential comes on the opposite side of comfort. And if you got a large friend circle around you, what you want, boy? No, I didn't say sit. Come on, let's walk. And if you got a lot of people around you endorsing you, if you got a large friend circle, then probably you're not being the highest version of yourself. You're most likely compromising in some area, or someone else is compromising. And you want to make sure that you do things to reach the highest version of yourself. Because if you're not going to shoot to be the highest version of yourself, then what's the purpose of it? So instead of rambling on long and long, I just want to encourage someone who may be a little different. You may be a little awkward. You may be not going along with conventional wisdom. You may be outside of what people call normal. But if you look at scripture, the Most High didn't use normal people. He called ordinary people, but he had them to do extraordinary things. They had to do great things. They had to get outside their comfort zone. So if you're in comfort, knowing that you are trying to be the highest version of yourself, comfort is the enemy right now. And I'm not saying that you can't rest, you can't take a break. I'm saying that should be the exception and not the norm. If you find yourself always convenient, comfortable, then you're probably more than likely not at the highest version of yourself. So put yourself in some uncomfortable situations this week, not for the sake of being uncomfortable, but for the sake of growth. Your tomorrow you is depending on you today to change your future. It doesn't just happen with time. It happens with intentionality. It happens with making righteous decisions. With the decisions you make have to be in line with the destination you're going. So establish your goal. Write it down. Like it talks about in Habakkuk, it says, write down the vision and make it plain. Though it tarries, wait for it. So you can have an ideal of which direction you want to go. Because without a plan, a goal that's written out, how do you know if you're getting closer to it or further away? Because when you go to program something into the GPS, the first question that asks you is the destination. And then the second is your current location. And you need both of those in order for it to navigate you through the process of getting you to where you have decided to go. So if you haven't put in your destination, then you're going to be standing at your current location over and over again. Or if you driving or you maneuvering, you don't know if you're getting closer or you're getting further away. You don't even know if you're lost. So a lot of people are discontented with their lives. They're not satisfied with where they are in life, but they don't know what they want to do. They have gifts and talents that are dormant, that's going unused. Speaking of that, this right here is going to be one of my next projects. I think I'm going to start refurbishing this over this next few weeks. Get a hose out here to wash it. The screen has fallen down, so get some new wood on there and kind of see what I can do. And probably replace this out here, get something to replace this. But a lot of people are not happy with where they are in life, but they're not doing anything to be somewhere different. As a matter of fact, the same level of thinking that got you where you are is not going to be the level of thinking that gets you to where you need to be. So you're going to have to come to a place in your life where, go down to this, show you the other creek alongside of the property. We do have a creek that goes alongside This is the one we're going to be kayaking and canoeing in. This one meets out to a lake. But if you're not intentional making decisions to be at a better place tomorrow, then you're going to be the same place you were today. Frustrated, disappointed, let down, living somebody else's dream, compromising who you are so people can feel comfortable for who they are. Live your life. Live it to the fullest and be at a point where you're striving to get better. You know, you should be better today than you were yesterday. You should be better tomorrow than you are today. So, and it's not a competition to compete with someone else, but it's a reality to understand, like, you're competing with your former self. And once you understand that, you don't have to compete with nobody. You don't have to be jealous of nobody. You don't have to be envious. You don't have to hate. All you have to do is look at the person in the mirror and decide, hey, I can do better. And if you ask yourself, can you do better? And you know, yes, I can do better. The next thing is to do better. It's to get to a point where you start holding yourself accountable to a place where you understand, like, your life will either be your reward or your punishment based off the decisions you make. If you make righteous decisions, you'll get a righteous reward. But if you are making bad decisions, then your life is going to be the fruits of that, and you'll be punished thereafter. So instead of being too long, let me get him back in, because he didn't decided to climb down in the water. And that's what I don't understand about Gabor. You give him a shower, he starts crying, and he just act like he hates water. But then he'll turn around and jump in creeks and jump in the pond. So anyways, shalom, shalom. Embrace being one of one. You are the only version of you. Even if you have kids, there's no guarantee that they're going to be just like you. You know, so you are the only one the Most High has ordained to be you. So be it to the fullest, because that gives him glory, because we are created in this image. Shalom, shalom. Live well.